Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will tell you about Benfica. But before starting this video, I will request to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for upcoming videos. Now let's start the video. Sport Lesbio Benfica's Comsi Mihun OM, commonly known as Benfica, is a professional football club based in Lisbon, Portugal that competes in the Primeira Liga, the top flight of Portuguese football. Founded on 28 February 1904 as Sport Lisboa, Benfica is one of the big three clubs in Portugal that have never been relegated from Primeira Liga along with rivals Sporting CP and FC Porto. Benfica are nicknamed as Hogios, the Eagles, for the symbols atop the club's crest, and OS Encarnados, the Reds, for the shirt color. Since 2003, their home ground has been the Estadio da Luz, which replaced the larger original one, built in 1954. Benfica is the most supported Portuguese club and the European club with the highest percentage of supporters in its own country, having an estimated 14 million supporters worldwide and over 250,000 members, making them the largest sports club by membership in Portugal and second largest in the world. The club's anthems are Benfiquista, refers to Benfica supporters who are called Benfiquistas. Pluribus Unum is the club's motto. Victoria, the mascot. Benfica is honored with the Portuguese Orders of Christ of Prince Henry and of Merit competitively with 83 major trophies won at 4 when including the Latin Cup. Benfica is the most decorated club in Portugal. They have won 80 domestic trophies, a record 37 Primeira Liga titles, a record 26 Taça de Portugal, a record 7 Taça da Liga, 8 Superteca Candido de Oliveira, and 3 Campeonato de Portugal. Internationally, they won back-to-back European Cups in 1961 and 1962, a unique feat in Portuguese football, and were runners-up at the Intercontinental Cup in 1961 and 62, at the European Cup in 1963, 65, 68, 88, and 90, and at the UEFA Cup Europa League in 1983, 2013, and 14. Benfica 10 European finals are a domestic record and ranked 7th all-time among UEFA clubs in 2014. Benfica was voted 12th in FIFA Club of the Century and ranked 9th in the IFFHS Top 200 European Clubs of the 20th Century. In UEFA, Benfica ranks 8th in the all-time club ranking and was 26th in the club coefficient rankings at the end of the 2021-22 season. Benfica have the second most participation in the European Cup UEFA Champions League tournament, in which they hold the overall record for the biggest aggregate win achieved in 1965 and 66. Moreover, Benfica hold the European record for the most consecutive wins in domestic league, where they became the first undefeated champions in 1972 to 73. On 28 February 1904, after a football training session that day, the Catacutos group and members of Associado do Bem met at Farmacia Franco on Rio de Rita de Bellum with the goal of forming a social and cultural football club called Sport Lesbio, composed of Portuguese players. Only 24 people attended the meeting, including Cosme Damio. In that meeting, Jos Rosa Rodrigues was appointed club president, along with Daniel dos Santos, Brito as secretary, and Manuel Gorlade as treasurers. The founder decided that the club's color will be red and white and that the crest would be composed of an eagle, the motto E pluribus unum of football. Sport Lesbo played their first ever match on 1st January 1905, scoring their first goal. Despite important victories, the club suffered from poor operating conditions, namely the football dirt field to of terrace to disembargado. As a result, 8 players moved to Sporting CP in 1907, starting the rivalry between the two clubs. On 13 September 1900, Sport Leicester acquired Grupo Sport Benfica by mutual agreement and changed its name to Sport Leicester Benfica despite the merger. They continued their respective club operation for Sport Leicester. For group sport Benfica, they mentioned the field Campo da Federia, the main directors and the club's house. Both clubs determined that the foundation that should concede with sport Lesbos because it was the most recognized club and quite popular in Lesbon due to its football merits. In regard to the crest, a bicycle wheel was added to Sport Lesbos to represent cycling, the most important sport of Gruppo Sport Benfica. Furthermore, the two entities of the new club had simultaneous members who helped stabilize operations, which later increased the success of the merger. However, problems with the club's standard field, Campo da Fiteria, remained. Benfica moved to their first football grass field, Campo de Seta Rios, in 1913. 4 years later, after refusing an increase in rent, they relocated to Campo de Benfica. Finally, in 1925, they moved to their own stadium, the Estadio das Amores, playing there 15 years before moving to the Estadio do Campo Grande in 1940. The Portuguese leagues began in 1934, and after finishing third in the first edition, Benfica won the next three championships in a row, the club's first re-achieved by Lipo Hertzka. Throughout the 1940s, Benfica would win three more Primeira Liga and four Taça de Portugal, with coach Janos Piri achieving the first double for the club in 1943. Benfica's first international success happened in 1950 when they won the Latin Cup, defeating Bordeaux with a golden goal from Julinho at the Estadio Nacional in Lisbon. With Ted Smith as coach, it was the first international trophy won by a Portuguese club. They reached another final of the competition in 1957 but lost to Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu with the election of President Joaquim Ferreira Bogalho in 1952 and the arrival of coach Otto Gloria in 1954. Benfica became more modernized and professional and moved into the original Estadio da Luz with an initial seating capacity of 40,000, expanded to 70,000 in 1960. During the 1950s, Benfica won three Premier Liga and six Taça de Portugal. Despite being Portuguese champions in 1955, Benfica was not invited to an equal European Cup by its organizers, thus making their UEFA debut in 1957 to 58 against Sevilla, led by coach Bella Goodman. Okay guys, I hope you will enjoy this video. Please subscribe my channel. Allah Hafiz.